Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome for the first time. If you're not, I'm sure you must have missed me a little bit, but anyway, I'm back now, and this video is about track cleaning, and I think I've got the solution. So let's get started. First of all, different tracks, different installations, different systems, be them indoors or outdoors, different scales, will all have one common need, and that is cleaning of the track at some stage. The method of cleaning differs, or can differ, quite significantly, and there are actually some really good videos already posted on YouTube by different bloggers, as it were, that do they're really very good, and I've taken inspiration from some of them, but they may not necessarily apply to my installation that we've got here, or my setup, because I've got really all of it as good as outdoors. It's a G-scale system, and it needs cleaning, and you see that the locos, you know, these shudder and stop slightly as they go round, but it's very important that the conductivity is stable throughout the track, and the cleaning of the track is essential. But if we start firstly with this method of track connection and the type of track that we've got here, this track is by a company called Trainlines, and I believe that I've got no experience in comparisons, but I believe this is one of the better ones, and this is nickel plated brass. The quality of it is significant, and also what you can see here is that the track connectors are also clamps, which are nickel plated brass connectors, and I believe that the screws are actually stainless steel that go inside, so you get a really good solid connection throughout the track. That's an important starter. The other thing is that when it comes to cleaning the track itself, it's absolutely essential that you don't use any abrasive materials or methods whatsoever. So carborundum paste, carborundum paper, glass paper and such is totally out of the question, particularly on nickel plated brass. So I've seen on some of the channels in there people that have sort of modified little cars and drilled a hole and put little weights in there, sort of bolt, and they just sort of rub a pad which might be soaked in alcohol, and they just rub it around, and you run it around the track, and then you can look at the little pad underneath, and you can see the dark carbon, I suppose it is that comes off and rubs on it. I think that's fine on an HO scale track that's possibly indoors, but here it gets the weather and all sorts of other things. So a friend of mine uses sort of like a kitchen brush, which has got not a Brillo pad on it, but it's got one of those kitchen brushes on it. It's one of these, and they're not too abrasive at all. They're not metallic. They are a nylon based material, and this when you use it dry actually needs quite a lot of kind of rubbing, and it's no good when you're down on your knees running around the track at all. So what I did was I made up a little device and this little device is this fella here. So we started with one of these, and then what I did was I sort of cut a little slot in there. This piece of plastic here is in actual fact a piece of mini trunking, plastic mini trunking, and the black piece that you see here is one of those little adjustable devices that you use, that you get when you buy one of these little outdoor solar lights, you know. So that allows me to adjust it. And then what I did was I got a suitable piece of plastic conduit, put it in there. Plastic parts are quite important because, you know, it's you actually don't want the track live when you give it a clean. Ideally, shut the system down. And I put this in here, and I used a hot glue, but I noticed now that the hot glue has broken. I think probably an epoxy resin might be a better way of doing it. And there we have it on there like that, and I can just sort of run round, as you can see here in the a little bit of video. I can run round and just give it a clean. But the solution to the solution is this. Now, this is what we call out here Windex. That's the sort of the popular product name. It is a window cleaning material. Works absolutely excellent. If you know, it's commonly used and available in all sort of stores around. And I think what it's got is it's got a sort of a slight content of alcohol in it, but
you mean
Windex
ammonia, not alcohol?
Solution, which, you know, they put in your car window cleaner, is fantastic for metal-based products, chromiums, and, you know, light switches, as well as glass. Yeah. So what we do with this is that we give it a squirt on here like that, and give it a good old squirty and a soak in, and then we just go round and we just give it a clean, and you can walk round and clean it, as you can see here. Walk round and clean the track very, very easily, and I kid you not, it really does work very, very well for me, and it's an inexpensive method to sort of make one of these little things up, and I would recommend that you give this a try rather than try any of the other expensive options open. So but the proof in the pudding is with these fellas here. I'll take that as a yes then. Thanks for watching.